All right, Coach, talk about the Arizona game. You got to be proud about the way you guys came and fought in that game.
Yeah, I am. I'm proud of the way that we competed, but in the end, there are no moral victories. And the frustrating thing is that when we look back on the tape, we very well could have won the game. We simply made too many mistakes, and we let too many details get away from us, and frankly, we were not critically efficient. In times that we had to make plays, we didn't, and that's frustrating. And I think part of the maturation of this team is that they realize, they don't feel good because they hung in there. They realize we could have won it, and they're disappointed.
What about the game Cody had? I mean, he really seemed in command of the offense that night.
Cody was fantastic. That's the best game that he's played that I've been associated with. I thought his decision-making was really, really good. I thought he made some fantastic throws. And he played a special game, and it's interesting that the Mountain West would recognize it even in a loss. That just probably speaks to how good he played.
What about the time into the bye? Do you like it? Do you like having a week off before you go into conference play? Does it matter?
Oh, I think it's helpful, especially with some of the injuries, to be able to give Austin Corbett a week off to let his ankle heal up, and Duran Workman gets another week now to get healthy, and so from that end of it's good. I really have no feeling on it, to be honest with you, because I have no control over it. So it does create a clear separation between the non-conference and headed into what will be some very important conference games starting on the road. So from that end of it, it buys us a little bit of time here to get some extra prep for our Mountain West Conference opponents.
When the team take away some extra confidence, you get the win against Washington State, and then even though you didn't win in Arizona, you guys played really well.
Are we speaking collectively or one side of the ball?
No, collectively.
Collectively, we're disappointed with the loss, but I do think guys realize that we played with and had we were in the game with 3 minutes to go with a chance to go down and tie it against what, in my opinion, is a really good opponent, which may end up being a top 20 opponent by when it's all said and done. They were probably a little bit better than I thought they were going to be just off of film. So I do think there is a sense of confidence, but I also believe there's a little disappointment in what we left out there.
Is there some extra excitement going into conference play, to kind of test your mettle against the rest of the conference?
I don't think we're there yet, because I think guys are just looking at what's in front of us for the next 3 days, practice today, tomorrow, and Thursday. And, young people don't think big picture like we do. They kind of think one day at a time, which is a good thing. So I think they're just really focused on this week, getting stronger in the weight room, getting a couple extra days prep out here, and then enjoying a weekend off, which they deserve.
Can you talk about some of the things specifically that you want to work on over this next week and a half?
Fundamentals. I mean, we're going to go back tomorrow. We're going to spend a lot of time on tackling. We're going to intro a little bit of San Jose, but not a ton. It's going to, and frankly, I'm interested in seeing some of our younger players get some more significant reps than they would during a normal game week, and looking at their progression, from August 4th to where we are today. So, a bye week is kind of a catch-all. We've got to get back to fundamentals and get better at the basics. We've got to look at some younger players, and we also, as a staff, need to get focused on recruiting, which we will do.
Coach, kind of a breakout game for Gibson. How important is it for this offense to get a contribution like that from your tight end?
I think if the tight end becomes a legitimate threat, it creates more problems for the defense. So his progress here over the last couple of weeks has been very good. And obviously it jumps out in the passing game. We need to continue our development in the run game and, make sure that we're running the ball efficiently.
Can you talk about how much better this offensive line is today than a year ago? I mean, they seem like they performed pretty well over these last couple games.
Well, I'm not ready to say that we're a finished product yet. I mean, we still have a lot of work to do, but I am very pleased with the strength and toughness that they've shown. Austin Corbett playing hurt now for 2 weeks has been just what a warrior he's been, and I feel good about the job that Kyle Roberts has done. Matt Gallis has played well. We got to get the guard situation settled down. When we lost McCauley for the year, that kind of put us in flux a little bit, but I think if we can get settled down and get 5 guys practicing together all the time and get that cohesion that we need, that we'll only get better.
What did you like about your defense last weekend?
They kept competing. I mean, it wasn't pretty all the time, but they kept competing. We got pressure on the quarterback. We were running to the ball. you know, we never stopped fighting even though some bad stuff happened to us.